I'm Kate Bosdorf with the City of Centerville, joined by Officer John Davis. What is this, your 40th, 50th?
Oh, don't, I'm not that old. No, this is 26 for me.
Wow.
Yeah, this will be my 7th calling the parade, so we'll see if we can't get it right this time.
Well,
I brought a professional in, so we're doing great. Kate's pretty used to the camera, a lot more than me.
Well, I'm excited to see the parade today from probably the best.
It's a beautiful day.
The parade starts at the high school, makes its way down toward us. We're right in the heart of Uptown at Franklin and Main, and we're gonna, I think, see police first. Your guys lead the way.
Officer Nick Pauley should be coming up through here in a little bit in our newest vehicle, our police truck. And I believe we've got some motorcycles that'll be accompanying him. So once they get up here, we'll be able to tell you what that looks like. I can see the lights in the distance, so it's just a little bit of time now.
And we're panning across the crowd right now. A lot of red, white, and blue, just like it should be today.
It's a tradition here with Americana that you always see everyone come out in their patriotic shirts, shorts, hats, socks. You name it. If it's red, white, blue, they put it on.
You have your Americana socks on?
Oh, I do, yes. Absolutely.
We have a pretty good crowd already. And it's nice because it's not too sunny, like you said, right now. It's hot.
Yes,
but
it is.
It's going to get hotter.
It's warm. We'll call it warm.
It's warm.
I've been here when it's been a lot hotter than this, so this is a great day so far.
So last night, Americana really got kicked off. We had the Grand Marshals dinner in the evening, and then the Americana concert last night. We had several hundred people there for that. A lot of fun with the Centerville Community Chorus, the Centerville Community Band, and they played for more than an hour. But it was kind of set the mood for a good Americana.
Great way to start everything off.
And then last night...
And then the fireworks.
The fireworks. Were you there?
I was not there. They spared me from that one because I was going to be here.
You've got a long day.
I got 16 hours here today. So,
yeah.
But I was told it went off without a hitch. Everybody had a great time. I also was told that the fireworks went longer than what everybody expected.
Oh, really?
So that's a good thing. That's a bonus.
Neat.
So everybody enjoyed it, and like I said, we got everybody in and out safely, and we had no issues, which is our #1 goal.
And if you're remembering July 3rd, right around, 3 or 4 o'clock, torrential rain. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know if we were going to get those fireworks in or not, looking at the radar, but it was beautiful.
That's always our concern as it starts coming up, because rescheduling is a nightmare as far as personnel and manpower.
So we're waiting for everybody to make their way down here. We're also going to have some flyovers today. I think, 3 flyovers,
There should be 3 flyovers. I know a care flight, the Right Beach Flyer, and the third
I see, and the Mac Air Group. But really, what a great day. July 4th is my wedding anniversary.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you get to spend
spending
your
it with the man
I
want.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. It happens.
No, it's a fun day. It's always a celebration. And if people come to Americana for a little while, you still have some time to do a cookout with your family.
Absolutely.
You had fireworks the night before.
Typically by the time I get home, I just want to sit.
You're not cooking out for the whole family?
Yeah, the wife and the kids want to go get something to eat, so I'll usually humor them with that. We'll go somewhere and sit with air conditioning.
And I didn't really realize...
This is all after a good shower, because...
Yeah, you need one.
The heat, the humidity, and body armor, and wool pants, you name it.
I didn't really realize the layout of Americana was, we have food truck alley.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were kind of intermingled.
That's kind of a new thing over the past several years,
really
and they put them there on Iron Gate Park Drive. It's a great opportunity.
And we're having
Here we go.
motorcycles come by right now. This is the kickoff to the parade. Officer John Davis's folks.
There's Tony Ball from Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. Kent Tischler from Kettering. We got 2 Kettering motors and a Montgomery County motor.
And we are so grateful for the service of the Centerville Police Department and the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office through our deputies in Washington Township.
They do a fantastic job.
And the flags on the back are a nice touch.
Yes, they are. And I believe there's a cruiser back there in the distance. That should be our Nick Pauley leading the parade.
And making their way toward us. They already have the red and blue.
We had them and we lost them.
Coming back.
They were there and then they weren't.
So this morning I got here not as early as you, but early, and I was walking through, all the vendors. There's a waiting list for vendors to get into this festival.
Yes, it is lined from Franklin Street all the way to, with the car show, almost to Zingle Drive.
Mm-hmm. There's a whole booth for cucumbers. Did you know that?
Yes, you walk up and down through there and there's something for everyone.
Yeah, more than 300 people. a whole lot of kids here. Oh my gosh, I see kids wearing bandanas and bows and hats and all sorts of American-themed shirts. It's just a fun day because, this is really set up for the whole family.
Absolutely. This is a family event. This is family, friends, the whole community. They come together for this every year. It's just what everybody's come to expect.
There's the kids area,
There's
kind of by Incarnation.
The activity center, the park there.
Yep.
If you're not familiar with the activity center, it's where the splash pad is, so that's usually the best way to pick that out. All kinds of kids' activities out there.
It's a good day for a splash pad.
Yes, exactly. Kids have a really good time and a great family event. Lots of really good food, vendors.
Hey, they're coming back. We have our motorcycles from Montgomery County Sheriff's Office and the Centerville Police Department. We had them once, they're coming back now. And we're always watching for those flyovers. We're gonna have Care Flight, the Mac Air Group, and the Wright B Flyer, a half-scale model, which is gonna be really special. So we're keeping an eye to the sky for that. We have restricted drones, but Miami Valley Communications Council, who organizes this, has a drone that's getting some pictures from the air.
They obtained permission through the controlled airspace.
Yeah, but so neat.
We learned a lot about that last year as we started trying to worry about drones and different things. And we learned a lot about restricted airspace, controlled airspace, all those things that factor into that. But we found out that we are actually within the 5-mile radius of Dayton Wright Brothers Airport. We are always under a controlled airspace.
Oh,
so
good to know.
365 days a year, in order to fly anything in this area, you have to have at least authorization through flight control.
And we don't want people to have to see everything that goes into the background of putting on an Americana festival, but boy, is there a lot of work. I mean, you're talking all the police logistics, the Americana Festival Committee, Centerville Public Works, just a ton that goes into this. When do they start planning? What, in next month?
Yeah, probably in about 2 weeks after the festival. They meet year-round to make sure that everything goes off without a hitch. All of the moving parts put into this festival, from the 5K to the parade to the street fair to the fireworks. It's an amazing task that they take on, but they do a great job.
Public Works got here very early. I mean, they've been working on, they took our stuff for the Centerville City booth Monday.
Yeah.
I mean, they're working really for several days, as I know you guys are too.
We were in a 6 a.m. briefing, and like I said, the streets will be closed at least till 6, and then once we get everybody out of here.
Now we're really seeing the motorcycles come by.
Oh, that's Officer Paulin with Kettering. I knew Officer Tischler, and I couldn't recognize Paulin. And then Tony Ball with the Sheriff's Office.
Great to have them with us.
Motorcycles are fun to watch.
We appreciate.
That used to be me years ago.
Really?
Yes.
You were the guy on the motorcycle.
I was the motorcycle guy, yes.
So is this a punishment, or did you graduate?
The motorcycle was a blast, but it's something that it had run its course for me. It was time to let somebody else do it. But they're a lot of fun. Like I said, the kids love them.
Those are big bikes.
Yes, they are.
Well, we're so grateful to have the Sheriff's Office, Centerville Police Department, Kettering Police Department with us today. We appreciate so much the hard work they do in our communities every day.
I think what most people don't realize is those are air-cooled motorcycles, so unless they keep them rolling, they get really hot. And on a day like today, sitting on a two-wheeled oven.
Yeah, so that's why they go back and forth a lot.
That's why they breeze them out, as they call it.
Interesting.
So.
Oh, look, we're really getting a view now.
Yes, we are.
The parade is moving our way. Starts at the high school, ends at the middle school down on Franklin.
Yes.
Well, we're going to go for probably 2 hours.
Oh, I'd say we'll go every bit of 2 hours, especially the way we've started off. It's taken a while for them to get here. Officer Pauly driving the truck there has taken up to heart to keep the parade together, so that's a great thing.
That's awesome.
It'll be here before we know it.
Woo! They're zipping up ahead the street now.
That was our first flyby.
Woo! Oh, the kids love that.
Oh,
seeing
absolutely.
The sirens.
Absolutely.
When you've been standing here waiting for close to an hour, and then you see one of those motorcycles zip by with sirens on, that's pretty fun. There we see a truck with Centerville Police Department. Who's driving that today?
Officer Pauly, Nick Pauly, and I believe he's got his family with him today. He drew the lucky straw to ride in the parade with the That is my truck, by the way.
Oh, is it?
I let him use it. It's not
Oh,
really
look, they're
mine, but I'm assigned
blowing
to it.
They're blowing bubbles out the back. That's a cool touch.
All right.
Aww. Aw, that's neat. And we have the large flag, of course, flying overhead. At
Thanks
the
to
intersection
Sandy's
here.
Towing and Recovery.
There you can
for,
see it off to the right of your screen.
For offering up all the equipment that they do every year.
So wonderful that we have them
to
as a
always
resource.
give them a shout out. From transporting bands in the parade to platforms for us to trucks to block intersections. They just, Doug Toma and his team, they never say no.
Is that Larry, Curly, or Mo?
That would be Mo, I
Mo,
believe.
okay.
He looks a little angry.
Happy 4th of July. There you're getting
There it
another
is.
view. Officer Polly
The,
waving at the camera as his little girl in the back
Yes.
seat there blowing bubbles.
That is the newest vehicle added to our fleet. I know a lot of people want to know why we needed a pickup truck, but you'd be amazed at how many times we have things we have to haul.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because you used that pickup and had it loaded with food to help first responders with tornado relief.
That truck hauled 9 trailer loads of relief supplies out of Bill's Donut Shop.
We appreciate that work too. I know many people in the community do. He's letting his little girl use the loudspeaker.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun to be here. Here we have the sheriff's office as
Montgomery
well.
County Sheriff's Office.
They patrol the unincorporated area of Washington Township. We thank them so much for their service to the township as well. Behind them, you'll see the Centerville VFW. They're unique, actually. You probably know this, John, but they do not have a bar or a hall. They just exist here to serve the community, veterans, and veterans' families.
And I will piggyback off of what we talked about with the relief supplies. They were huge in helping us in Bill's Donuts with the relief for the tornado. They spent a lot of their money buying supplies and also volunteering their hours to help us.
So desperately needed. The commander of the Centerville VFW is Sergeant First Class retired Rich Loderbaugh. So we appreciate so much them coming with the colors. And they were at the Americana concert last night as well.
We had the great honor of working with them at the Memorial Day and Veterans Day ceremonies, and we owe all of our veterans a huge debt of gratitude. It's part of the reason we have this celebration every year. Can't thank them enough. But what a great display of what this country's about.
And as they should, everyone watching today has risen to their feet, giving them a round of applause as they present the colors here on Franklin Street.
What a fantastic bunch of guys. Another group that never says no. If we need something, they're right there for us.
We're looking at another, oh, that's a pretty car.
Yes, it is.
Another part of the Veterans of Foreign Wars display here today.
But we've got several of our veterans
to give us
here.
A wave.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the beautiful shot on the screen now. This is
the drone shot. The Boy Scouts 516 every year.
Honored to carry
flag.
their garrison flag. Now this measures 20 feet by 38 feet. That is a big flag, and they're waving at the crowd.
The thing I love about that is they're learning how to respect that flag and understand what it's all about.
And there's quite an age range there.
Yes, there is.
We've got some little kids, we've got some big kids, walking the whole parade route with this giant, beautiful flag.
MVCC's drone, that is perfect.
That is a great
that is
shot.
A beautiful shot.
And they're getting to wave at the crowd. So they use all ages of troops for this, and that's really nice. And they do a lot of work in our community throughout the year as well.
Yes, they do. One of the things I love about this parade is the kids, all of the young involvement from the sports teams, the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, dance troops, the bands. It's a big part of the whole parade is centered around the family and the kids. And here comes one of our sponsors, Miami Valley Hospital South.
So grateful to have them in the Centerville community. They brought along some kids too.
Joanne Ringer leading her team through.
They're caring for citizens of our region every day. They bring us care flight, air, and the mobile ICU. When it comes to trauma and other life-threatening conditions, we know, every single second counts. So the Care Flight Air Medical Transport Service and the ICU provides fast access to critical care for severely injured or ill patients. Grateful to have them in the community. And now Performance Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Everyday Heroes USA.
What a fantastic Jeep.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
Well, listen here, because they are honoring everyday heroes across the USA. One winner will be selected at random on December 21st to drive home in that Everyday Heroes customized 2019 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited.
I'm going to have to go look at that.
Yeah,
figure
you
out how
have
to
to
get in
step
on
away
that.
for a minute.
I'll be right back. So,
And another Rubicon there behind them.
yes. Performance is always looking for ways to partner with the community in different events.
And
they're
here
a great sponsor and partner.
are our Grand Marshals arriving. We have 3 Grand Marshals this year.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, the 3 Grand Marshals are arriving. Police Chief retired Bruce Robertson from the Centerville Police
A
Department.
man I might know.
You may have met him a time or two.
Nearly 40 years with the Centerville Police Department. What a great career.
So glad he's getting the honor today of being one of the Grand Marshals of the parade.
He's
He needs to give us a wave.
He's got to look at me.
Chief!
A big honor for him. He's a very humble guy, so I'm sure that this made him. I'm sure he's feeling awkward in there. It's not his makeup. It's not his personality.
Lieutenant Wilson just
But
went
he
up and shook
certainly-
his hand and said
He has certainly
congratulations.
earned that. So
He's accompanied by his wife Becky, I believe, today. Or it looks like
I
2
don't
little
see
ones in the
Becky.
back
I'm
seat.
gonna guess that's a couple of his grandchildren.
Oh, I think Becky was with him
That's
last
his
night.
new thing. He's running around with the
At the
family
dinner.
every chance he gets.
Oh, that's great.
So I did see Becky here in the crowd. She was the one that told me not to heckle.
Well,
So I'm not allowed to do that.
I have here that the retired chief says he's so grateful to have worked in this wonderful community and thanks everybody for their unbelievable support.
Here's another hometown hero, retired Fire Chief Bill Gall. Another guy.
He served 40 years on the
40
Washington
years.
Township Fire Department.
Taking
11
care of
as
this
chief.
community.
Yep, 11 as chief. The department received national accreditation 3 times during his tenure. Led the department's transition to round-the-clock staffing, which really reduces response times.
Yes.
And a 3rd Grand Marshal this year, retired Captain Jeff Papanek. He graduated from Centerville High
Yes,
School.
he did.
He is a
He's a
longtime
Centerville
resident.
fixture.
Yeah, of our community. He retired from his career in 2018 with the Sheriff's Office, and for the last 8 years was actually police director for Washington Township.
Yes. Did a great job. Did a great job working with the police, with the Centerville Police Department and other agencies to make sure Centerville and Washington Township stays safe in the community that it is.
And here's Rodeo Farms. You see the horse-drawn carriage. I have actually ridden in that carriage before, and it's a good time. Arno Weller is next, the Americana Festival president, a 30-plus year resident of Centerville. He's been involved with the festival since 1998. You see him there waving behind the passenger seat of the Firebird. And now Executive Director Duke Lunsford. He did a video with me promoting this just last week. Very excited to be here. He's
Duke
been
has
involved.
become the
for several
Americana fixture every year. Does a great job, works with that committee and all the people that are behind the scenes making this happen.
Now here's the Centerville Mayor, Brooks Compton, I believe.
Oh, there he
Wait,
is.
Where is
He's
he?
on one of those beautiful new tech carts from
Where is
Yankee
he?
Trace.
Oh, he's walking behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have
So-
great carts at Yankee Trace. They let us borrow some of them
Yes,
for the parade
those
today.
things are fantastic. I've heard so many people comment.
Look
I
at
haven't
him.
had a chance to use one yet, though.
Walking with his wife.
Yeah, Ruth.
Cutie,
There's-
the twins. Hi.
and the grandchildren moving along. And then we've got, looks like Robert Kenley driving the cart for Belinda.
And Belinda Kenley, our deputy mayor, walking behind in her red shirt today for the 4th of July.
And Sally driving a cart for John Beals.
Yeah, Sally Beals, our
Sal?
former mayor of Centerville, and John Beals holding the American flag, walking behind her, giving us a wave.
We've got John Palcher coming up behind there as well.
See, he took the seat.
I'm going to say, yeah.
I can appreciate that.
John Palcher, we're so thankful for the council members we have and the support that they offer all of us so that we can get out here and do the jobs that we do. And
We have
take
a
care of,
really great group
Yes.
right now of council members.
And there's Steve Rao driving for his wife Joanne, who I'm sure is behind him
Oh,
somewhere.
there she is.
Uh,
She has her American flag
Yeah.
attire on as well
I
today,
like it.
giving us a wave.
Looks like Mark Ingert's wife is driving the cart as he follows along.
Yeah, away from him as well. Walking behind one of our Yankee Trace golf carts.
Now here's your Americana socks.
Bill Sayre. I love that.
There's
Look
your
at Bill
Americana
Sayre's
socks.
outfit. We got to get a good
there.
shot of that. He's got the suspenders, the socks, and everything.
So that's what we talk about. American spirit.
And we have the Carlisle House now, locally owned and operated through a long-standing Dayton family tradition. They brought the trolley, I think, with them today. They offer the community a fresh new approach to assisted living care. So they're one of the sponsors of Americana. We appreciate that sponsorship as well. As you see, I think some of the residents waving American flags out the windows.
It's a chance for the residents to get involved in a parade. And I believe we've got the trustees are coming up. Washington Township. They always
sponsor of the parade coming through with a flag, Forefront Dermatology, Dr. Kelwan.
Yes.
Yes, the trustees are next. That's a nice float.
Yeah, they have this every year. They put that together a few years back, and they've been on it just about every year now. I can see Jesse Lytle.
Township administrator. They have some characters from Town Hall Theater with them. And
Dale Berry, Sharon Lowry, Scott Paulson. Looks like we got Gary Smiga. Yeah, there's Gary up there.
And looks like their families are with them as well today.
Promoting Town Hall Theater.
And the Mayor's Award next. Must have gone to, I'm looking, the Centerville Elks. We're trying to keep an eye on the Centerville Special Elks Track and Field team.
This is what we did the torch run.
That's
right here,
wonderful.
folks. These are our special Olympic athletes. These people are fantastic. And we have the honor of running the torch 11.1 miles from the Centerville Police Department to the Dayton Police Department as it makes its way to Columbus every year for the opening ceremonies.
It was a hot day, but we had a
athletes.
lot of people take a part in that torch run, and that's why they do it.
Yes, we always enjoy that. It's always a great time, and it's for a fantastic cause.
Now this is the 6-hitch team of Clydesdale horses brought to you by Old Time Travel. Riding on it this year, I think is supposed to be Centerville's Volunteer of the Year. There he is, Tom Ovington, joined by Margot of our Building Inspection Office. Tom does so much volunteering for the city of Centerville. He's a wonderful resource.
Every time you
for
turn
us.
around, if you're in a meeting, Tom, it's not a surprise to see Tom sitting there.
Yeah, he does a lot of work for us. Carolyn Rice, you see her now sitting on the back of this convertible. She's lived in Centerville with her husband Mike for 37 years. Carolyn and her fellow commissioners Debbie Lieberman and Judy Dodge wish everybody a great 4th of July. See her cruising along. Maybe she gets some air, some wind up there, a little breeze.
Hopefully they can get going fast enough for a little bit. I believe we got the Sonny Unger Award winners coming here behind Carolyn.
Yeah, you're looking at Carolyn Rice, one of our Montgomery County commissioners. This is really ground zero of the parade. We have a huge crowd here. There, you can see from our Miami Valley Communications Council drone shot overhead, just lining, 10 people deep on either side.
10 people deep on either side, depending on where you're at, and it runs from Magzig all the way down to the high school.
Here's the Sonny Unger scholarship winners.
Yes.
These award winners have been recognized, or winners have been recognized for the past 53 years in memory of Sonny Unger, 1963 Centerville High School graduate who played fullback for the Elks. He was a decorated Vietnam soldier, tragically killed during his second tour of duty in Vietnam. This year's winners are Kyle Moyer and Nick Ribley. Very special that we have it today. The reason we celebrate the 4th of July, thanks to these veterans.
Because of men like that, men and women.
Russ Joseph up next, our Montgomery County Treasurer, says he is honored to serve our community with accessible, efficient, and accountability through his office. Wishes everybody a happy 4th.
And one of our sponsors, Ober. Ober is a big part of Centerville here over the past several years, especially with the Cornerstone development and other developments they're looking at.
Coming to Cornerstone, we have a lot of first-in-region restaurants.
Yes. I know there's a lot of people excited about that Cooper's Hawk coming.
Yes.
And our middle school winners for scholarships.
More Americana
Madeline
scholarships.
Jecker and Daya Percy and Paige Rose. enjoying a nice ride.
And then the football team helping us out with cleanup behind.
The freshman football players always get that dubious task, and they wear it like a badge of honor. They do it every year. So.
Carl
Like
Keith coming
our
up
auditor.
next, our Montgomery County auditor, along with some of the friends he has in his office.
Carl's a fixture of the Americana parade. He's out here every year. Always a big supporter.
Where is Carl? I haven't seen him yet. I see the friends of Carl.
He's back there. He's usually walking. He's got a lot of friends.
Yeah, he sure does. Oh, there he is. Oh, with his dog.
There you
I
go.
was actually
there
there when he met that dog. It was the first dog of the year honored,
Oh.
through the Animal Resource Center. And he has like a special gait because they think he was hit by a car, and then Carl rescued him. That's a really special relationship between the two of them.
Absolutely. So, what do we got here?
Next, well, the license plate says
car that I want.
67 Goat.
Yeah.
The original owner, Paul Meyer.
What a beautiful car. And who's that riding in the car with him? None other than Patrick Henry.
And Patrick Henry had 17 kids. Talk about an expensive holiday season. They called Washington father of our country. Patrick's riding in that 1967 GTO. Now we have the Honor Guard from Washington Township Fire Department. And
another group that we're honored Memorial Day, Veterans Day. Work with them every day. Really.
Honored to have them with us.
We're very fortunate to have our fire department.
You hear the siren
I'm never
now?
concerned about them coming to help me.
They just passed a levy. They're going to be expanding, hiring more career firefighters, which is so important.
Much needed services.
Another favorite, I think, of the kids is getting to see these fire trucks. That is a parade.
Yes. And the fire trucks now are so much different than they were when I was a kid. It's amazing.
They're honking the horn, have the siren going. And these kids aren't even jumping because they want that.
Oh,
they're ready for that. That's what they've been
want it
waiting for.
and expect it.
There's the ladder truck behind it. Grateful as well to have that as a resource in our community. See several of our firefighters waving in the windows of that fire truck. They brought a lot of guys out.
I think they enjoy this as much as the people watching do.
I think you're right.
Could you not?
Very grateful to have them in our community and have them with us today for the Americana Festival Parade.
Incredible organization, incredible bunch of people. Can't thank them enough for what they do.
You're seeing the drone shot again from up above where we're sitting right now. To the right, the giant flag we have hanging over the intersection of Main and Franklin. We're going to take a shot from the ground, I think, again next. This is Jim Butler, state representative of the 41st District in the Ohio House. That includes Centerville, Oakwood, Kettering, and Riverside. He brought some friends as well today.
Absolutely. Eric Blaine there behind him.
Great to have them with us.
There's very few city events that you don't see Jim at. He does a great job. Super nice guy.
Oh, I'm excited
Great
about
representative.
this next entry in the parade, the Centerville Community Band. They are all volunteer. They perform all over throughout the year. All ages make up this band as well on a Sandy's towing truck, I believe.
Yes.
Wonderful to have them here.
Can't thank them enough for all that they do. Sandy's Towing does a great job. I think we'll be quiet and let maybe hear the band.
Yeah. Encouraging everybody to clap with them. And behind the band, now you're seeing the Sons of the American Revolution, the Richard Montgomery chapter, historical, educational, patriotic organization whose members have traced their ancestors back to people who fought for our country's independence. This national group was founded in 1889, chartered by Congress in 1906. The local Richard Montgomery chapter was formed in 1912. They're giving us a wave today too. Centerville, Washington history coming through, along with those sons of the American Revolution. Next up, more Centerville, Washington history. They have some really cool exhibits right now.
We're so fortunate to have a group that takes so much pride in the history, and it's such a big foundation of what
Looking at
Centerville's about.
The flag from State Representative Niraj Antani, now serving his 3rd term in the Ohio House of Representatives. He is representing Washington Township. He was born and raised in Miamisburg. Says he is proud to be a voice for us at the State House. That's not him. That's Abraham Lincoln. Walking ahead of the Niraj Antani banner here. How cool that we get to have Abe with us today.
Absolutely.
And I don't see Niraj himself.
He's back there. He's
back
coming.
a ways.
He's coming.
Pulling a Carl Keith way behind.
Yes. He's carrying the American flag. What a great.
There he is.
Nice touch.
Great to have him with us as well. And see, look at that crowd. That's a lot of people.
All the way down the street.
And the people who you're seeing right now have been walking already for almost 50 minutes.
Yes.
And they're, what, halfway maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great that we have so many entries in the parade.
Yeah, I'd say we're maybe a third of the way into it.
Mm-hmm. Burke Orthodontics coming up next, another sponsor of our Americana parade, helping people embrace their smiles.
And none of this is possible without our great sponsors.
Mm-hmm. And here come the Marines. Marine Corps League Detachment 271 supports all Marines, active, reserve, retired veterans. So grateful for this crew, for their service to our country, making our freedom possible so we can have this celebration of it every year.
I was just out in San Diego. I was surrounded by a lot of Marines.
Oh, I bet. Perfect
There's a big
Paver
base out
Company.
there called Pendleton. It's filled with them.
Yeah, up next, Perfect Paver Company's process restores the beauty of pavers, travertine, natural stone. See them working out of the back, giving out some water. That's nice today.
No, he's got his pressure washer.
Oh, he's spraying the pressure washer into the crowd. Uh-oh. Don't want him to hit our equipment.
Right. I think he saw that too, though.
That's a cool idea.
He did that
Spray
last
the
year,
crowd.
I remember.
Here we have some royalty among us. Miss Teen Ohio International, Jane Eilers, attends Centerville High School. Her sister queen, Mrs. Midland States International, Ryan Valentine, is from Columbus. Jade's platform, Building a Drug-Free Future. Ryan's is the American Lung Association. Glad to have them joining us. They have their queen wave perfected. They're very good at that.
That royal wave, as we call it. Sounds like we got the middle school cheerleaders coming.
Yeah, your 2019-2020 middle school cheerleaders. They are coming at the top of your screen. You're looking at the drone shot. There they come with the pom-poms, of course.
Yeah. And again, it's all the kids and all the involvement they have growing up in this parade. It relates to, I know I've talked to people in the crowd before that said, yeah, I walked in this parade when I was in 8th grade,
Oh, yeah.
How long ago was that? Well, we don't want to talk about that. So.
Glad to have them with us today. I wonder if they're doing routines throughout. They're learning them now.
Yeah, they're learning them. My daughter is starting cheer practice next week. So.
Oh, wow.
We usually hear a good cheer out of them.
Here they are.
So,
cheering for the black and gold.
the future of Centerville High School, right there. It's amazing the amount of work those girls put into learning the routines.
And behind them, of course, the Centerville High School cheerleaders. They cheer at so many events. A sport in and of itself.
I would say they probably put in as much, if not more work than many of the other sports.
Oh yeah, they do. Multiple practices a day too.
The tumbling, the dancing. It's amazing.
Hey, there's you.
There I am, once again. It's kind of an odd angle. You keep seeing the right side of my face, so I apologize for that. But
this gives us a good chance, though, to say how grateful we are to be here today, too. So glad that we could join you. And you're hearing the cheers from the Centerville Elks High School cheerleaders.
No, ma'am.
Oh, we hear the band coming.
Oh, yep, here comes our band.
Sounds.
Another group that puts in a ton of work. Nationally recognized. I've had the opportunity to actually train for some of the national organizations, and when they hear I'm from Centerville, they go, "Oh, you have the jazz band."
Oh, wow. You know,
I was in New Orleans teaching a group, and they knew the Centerville Jazz Band in New Orleans.
Really? They're getting ready for Soaring Sounds, one of their biggest events of the year. You can hear them coming from a mile away.
They also mentioned Soaring Sounds, so it's nationally known.
And you know, this band, get a good look at them, because they're going to be in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City, November of 2020.
Yeah.
But some of these are going to get to march in that parade. What an honor. See the saxophones, the flutes coming by right now. There, you see the drums. Those are not light. That's what I did. I carried a snare drum in high school.
I think that's why they let them wear shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah.
And here comes the co-eds. Centerville co-eds.
A mainstay of Centerville, entering their 59th season. This is 6 teams. The dancers range in age from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade. They're all competitive teams. They perform jazz, pom, hip hop, lyrical at national competitions.
Yes. And again, the work that goes into the coordination and learning the steps. I'm not that guy.
You could be.
I have no rhythm.
I believe in you. During the 2018-2019 season, the co-ed juniors earned the Showcase Grand National Championship title. They got gold, silver, and bronze medals. When the co-eds are dancing, they're also they're giving back to the community. They participate in a lot of local fundraisers. Look at the little ones in the back. Oh, they're so cute, and they've got the stance down. Pom poms in the back, head up.
I'm gonna guess this
big
is
bow.
the cuties.
Oh, look at
the co-ed
them.
cuties.
Aww.
I love it.
Now you're looking at Relay for Life of South Dayton, the American Cancer Society. This is a 10-hour walk against all cancers. In 2019, so this year, I think it was May, $46,000 they raised in that 10-hour walk at Centerville High School. Their next event will be May 16th of 2020.
Fantastic group of people. We get the honor of working with them as well. I know the city of Centerville has a team that does that. We have a really good time with it. You know, when that started, it was 24 hours. It was an interesting thing to try to fill 24 hours.
That is
but we
a
did
long
it.
time with teams.
But what a great cause.
Another sponsor, Centerville Insurance Agency.
And McCutcheon Music Studios, Jim McCutcheon, the guitar man.
Since 1988, they've been in the Americana Parade. He is guitar man, performing with several of his young students. I think they take part in Guitar Fest at Stubbs Park.
They do.
Part of our summer concert series.
He was kind of the brainchild of that. Studio right here in the center of town. There, it looks like we got the Voss Hoss.
Look at that. It's just get a Voss.
Voss is such a big part of this community. They're very supportive. They do a great job.
A big sponsor of the Americana Festival.
Yes.
We appreciate that. Scholarship winner Colin Beach. He is going to the Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, the college division winner of the Americana Festival Scholarship Program.
Wearing
look at
his
that!
Americana jacket.
I
bet he's got socks on too.
I bet he does.
I bet he does. I bet he's got socks on.
I think up next, our high school winner. First place was Emily Whitehead, goes to Centerville High School. Scholarship winner as well.
There's Emily.
There she is.
Riding in a beautiful truck again from Voss.
Waving to the crowd. Aww. And then, of course, we have our second and third place winners, Aisha Knight and Sydney Kemp, both Centerville High School students as well. Have to follow them and see where they go after high school.
Yes, hopefully they'll come back and work for us.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That'd be nice. Great to see them as well. That is a nice truck. That's a big one.
Yes, it is. Here they come.
Aisha and Sydney. I see one of them. One of them's in the back.
Okay.
Maybe they split them up. This is Dana Sheldon. She is the winner of this year's Joe Bowles Community Service Award. She is also a student at Centerville High School.
Oh, I like her car too.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I would take that. You know,
Yeah, I
could
could live with that.
a Voss Auto car as well. What a beauty. The Grand Marshal Award will be our next entry in the parade. We have a huge crowd standing right next to us, so we are seeing what you are seeing when you are seeing
literally, as it comes on your screen, we're getting it as well. You might actually get a little bit sooner than we do with the camera angles.
Mm-hmm. There's our drone shot again. Beautiful shot there. And we're seeing I'm trying to read the side of that. It says staff car for the Right B Flyer.
It's here every year.
Wearing period dress.
Yes.
The front and passenger seats with their banners. There is the Right B Flyer. And trying to read the side of that.
It's coming along here. Right behind that are some people that I might know. Our Centerville.
Birthplace of aviation, Dayton, Ohio. Proud to be a part of the rich heritage of flight across our country.
Proudly displaying that Grand Marshal Award. And there's our civic volunteers for the Centerville Citizens Police Academy alumni. What a fantastic group of people.
They do a lot of hard work.
So many things that we do at the police department could not be accomplished without their help. Mm-hmm. The volunteer hours that they provide and really the material support. They raise money and they're spending it on the police department and different things that we need, special projects. And there's one of our special projects.
There's Jim Collins. He's also on our Centerville Arts Commission. Hi there, Jim.
The golf cart they're on has been repurposed after the Yankee Trace got their new ones, and then the alumni paid for the striping and the lights so that we could make it our own. So now we have a police golf cart here in Centerville.
It's great to have. You know, as many people are watching the parade today, we also have all of our vendors open for business, more than 300 of them, a whole lot of food trucks, pretty much anything you want to eat. They have a noodle booth, yes. Cucumbers, all sorts of food, traditional festival food and otherwise.
And we don't want to leave out our Civista Bank banner. One of our sponsors went by as we were talking about food.
Yeah, we had the Centerville Washington Park District just passed by, and thanking first responders for making sure they have safe places to stay.
I love the float with the water.
That's great. It's a splash pad on wheels.
We're so fortunate to have the park district that we have and all the incredible parks and play areas for the kids.
This is former Engine 21, a fire truck that served Centerville and Washington Township from 1972 to 2000. You were talking about how fire trucks have changed so much.
There's
this is
a
what we used
graphic
to have.
example.
Yep. And many retired firefighters on board today with their families. Grateful to have them with us.
Washington Township Firefighters Association, they do a great job. They also put on that wonderful ice cream social every year.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Flying Ace Car Wash. It's another parade sponsor. If your car needs a wash at Flying Ace Express Car Wash, they offer premium quality car washes and car cleaning services right next to Bob Evans. They say they are proud to be a parade participant as well, and another beautiful car. A lot of those today.
I do know they have a big booth set up just opposite of ours on right across from Benham's Grove.
$5 for a car wash.
Mm-hmm. I believe we might have the community chorus coming up, or do we have a float?
Community chorus is up next. They were singing last night with the community band. They were in the Americana concert at Stubbs Park. Glad to have them there. A really good crowd. Kind of a nice kickoff for everybody. Laid back, good weather. Can't beat that.
Another fantastic volunteer group.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that we're not in a shortage of here in Centerville are people that are willing to volunteer.
Director is Brett Greenwood. Provide music to retirement communities, public city events for more than 2 decades now. Singing as they ride along, waving to us today.
Looks like a nice leisurely ride.
There's some nice decorations on there too.
Soothing music.
Chesapeake Stables is up next. They have 2 miniature horses and multiple standard breed horses, all decorated for the 4th of July. Again, Chesapeake Stables. Look at those. What are those chaps? Those are
I love it.
great. Kids walking their horses. I think some of those horses have glitter on them.
They do. Red and blue at least.
Yeah, and then those
Probably
miniature
some silver
horses.
in there.
Now that's the ride I need.
Yeah, there you go.
A wagon pulled
little
by
wagon.
a miniature horse.
I love it.
That's a good ride.
And some freshman football players following all the horses.
Oh, poor
Imagine
guys.
that.
Paying their dues.
They do. They know that next year they get to watch somebody else do it.
Another parade sponsor, Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, grateful for their support of the Americana Festival. And here's Culligan Water. Say, enjoy fresh, refreshing water from your tap every day. Give Culligan a call.
Probably dating myself, but they used to say the old "Hey Culligan man."
Yeah, it's right there on the back of the truck, so you're not too dated.
Yeah, I'm not out of it yet. So
They're passing out water to people today too. Very appreciated. Well, it's really a pretty nice temperature out here. Pretty nice temperature, you know?
yes, it is.
Yeah.
We've been very fortunate.
And St. Leonard,
Very
you're
fortunate.
seeing next a staple of our community, carrying on a tradition of service handed down from its patron, St. Leonard of Port Maurice, a Franciscan friar born in 1676. Please visit this sponsor if you need a retirement location. They do so much work in our community. They're
Beautiful
sponsoring
candles.
You're a Good Man Charlie Brown at Stubbs
they
Park,
are.
a live performance August 16th and 17th. Grateful for their support, also giving Dare to Defy a place to practice.
Yes.
So please come out and join us Friday and Saturday, August 16th and 17th for that performance.
And there's Kim Paris there with the library.
Mm-hmm.
Another amazing amenity to our community.
Yes.
We have fantastic parks, fantastic library
So
system.
many summer programs.
Yes. There's always something going on at the library. If you're looking for something to do, please look up the library. I guarantee you they have something going on there.
The We Elks organization next, a nonprofit for boys and girls 1st through 6th grade. They have football and cheerleading programs to really provide a positive learning experience. They have been in business, or the nonprofit business, for 50 years now. You see them in their...
Usually a huge contingent.
You're seeing the van right now, and then behind them you can just see off to the right. There they
Yes,
are.
here they come.
Good shot of the cheerleaders in the We Elks organization.
I can hear them.
Yep. If you are reading lips, so you can hear them, they're spelling out E-L-K-S, the Elks, as they march with their big bows. Pretty big group. And again, this is a group of kids from 1st through 6th grades. Cheerleading first in the parade this year, followed by our football players.
The future of Elks football right here.
And I don't need to tell you that some pretty amazing players have come out of the Centerville football program.
Absolutely. We might know a few of those names. Maybe a Herb Street, maybe a Legion, maybe a guy named Hawk.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
So this could be the next Ohio State quarterback right here.
There
Maybe
you
not
go.
the next, but one of the
Up and coming.
upcoming. Yeah.
Up and coming Buckeye. We won't talk about that to ton.
Some ballerinas next. South Dayton School of Dance and South Dayton Dance Theater. They are talking about their 2019 open house for the 2019-2020 classes to get the community involved in classical dance. They are going to once again be performing their annual production of the Nutcracker, but they look very patriotic today
Yes.
indeed.
I'm impressed that they do the whole balance with the moving truck thing.
Right. Yeah, here advertising the Nutcracker, their holiday performance every year. They do a really wonderful show. Dayton's premier pre-professional dance company. You can really learn the basics of classical dance and theater. Goldfish Swim School. Look at that cutie on the side. Some of the Goldfish family in the back. Swim lessons for kids 4 months old. I mean, you got to get them in swim lessons young now, all the way through 12 years old, located on Lyons Road.
Such an important skill for kids to have.
It really is. And they can teach little kids to get out of the pool safely.
Yes.
It is the difference between life and death sometimes.
even something as simple as rolling over on their back and floating.
Yep. Just call Mike for every real estate need. If you need a realtor with experience, rated among the top agents in Ohio, call Mike Meyer. And then relax. He has served more than 1,000 families, waving from behind the wheel. Another sponsor of our Americana parade and festival today.
There they are, Ethan Allen.
Yeah, Ethan Allen's coming. I think now we're looking at Agni, dentist in our area, a first-year sponsor to the parade. If you've been looking for a dental practice that offers premier services while feeling as warm and comforting in your home, visit him at 79 West Franklin Street.
We got the next one tonight is
Snyder Brick and Block.
this. I believe this is Hanson Audio. They're here every year.
Oh,
Hanson Audio, home theater.
yep.
There they are. Dayton's premier award-winning AV company, selling and installing home theater, hi-fi audio, and smart home automation for your home or business. They've always got several vehicles.
Yeah. They have a very sleek-looking building on Far Hills.
They do. They absolutely do.
Looks very exclusive.
Yes.
Home theater, hi-fi audio, home automation, a lot of services offered through Hanson. We appreciate their sponsorship of the parade.
And I believe we've still got more Hanson.
Yeah, a lot of Hanson today. Keep in mind, our vendors are open during the parade and after the parade until I think 5 o'clock today. You can come check out soap, all sorts of arts and crafts, a lot of food options. You could really just eat all day long.
It's very interesting to see the creativity of people and the things that they make. And it's one of the things I love about it is it's all handcrafted things. There's nothing manufactured.
Yeah, step back into the Benham's Grove area. There's a lot of arts and crafts vendors there. Come visit us side by side, Centerville
Yes, here we
Police in the
are.
city of Centerville. And,
Yeah, we'll be right there outside of Benham's Grove. We'll be there with the sheriff's office.
And Montgomery County Environmental Services is giving away free T-shirts. You have to spin the wheel and see if you can guess if that item can be recycled or not. Flower Man's up next, another sponsor this year. They're on West Park Road. All your flower decorating needs. They can design your arrangements or help you create your own. I used them for my wedding. It was so much fun. We had all of my bridesmaids came and we built our own bouquets.
Yes.
That's cool, and it's cheaper in some ways too.
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
You see him all over town. And he's very supportive of all kinds of events throughout the city, and we're lucky to have him.
Oh, they're giving out flowers.
Every year.
Roses. That's so
Every
great.
year. He has a van full.
It's wonderful. Red roses on the 4th of July.
And the Legacy Dayton Dance.
Specializing in non-competitive dance instruction, ballet, lyrical, contemporary jazz, all kinds. Up next is Bethany Village, Graceworks. They're another sponsor, a huge supporter of our community, celebrating 90 years of service to Centerville and beyond. More than 700 people call Bethany Village home. They're a big sponsor this year of our Centerville Summer Concert Series, bringing all sorts of free shows to Stubbs Park every Sunday evening. We're very appreciative of their support. And they make it possible for us to invite all sorts of really quality performers to Stubbs Park totally for free.
Yes.
And it's just one of many services they provide to our community.
Sorry, I went silent on you. That somebody was asking for a medic, and I was making sure that we heard it and saw it to respond.
Yeah, I
Apologize
just
for
MC
that.
the parade. John does like 12 jobs while he's sitting here next to me.
I wanted to make sure somebody heard them.
The Gaydosh team, first-year sponsors to the Americana Parade. We appreciate so much that they're helping make this a great family event. They are realty brokers, very active, I know, as well in the community, try to put on a lot of events.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
what a cool car.
The Hummer.
Yeah. Waving. And I'm trying to read what's on their shirts. I like the bikes, I tell you that.
Yeah.
Looks like their shirts all say Myrtle Beach or something.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I like their little
I like
scooter.
it though. Yeah. Another sponsor,
right.
the Centerville Insurance Agency again. Grateful so much for their help in making this a wonderful event every year. So this morning we had the 5K. You were here for that?
I was here. I've been here since 5 a.m.
A great showing, though. I heard a lot of people participated in the 5K this morning.
I'm always amazed at 7:30 they start, and by about 7:33 or 4 there's runners blowing through Main and Franklin. It's amazing how fast some of these people can run.
So when I was coming up here for the parade about 9:30, there were people running, and I said, "Are they still finishing the 5K?" "Oh no, they're just still running."
They're just still running, cooling down.
Yeah.
There are some people that actually run to the high school to be warmed up for the race. I'm like, okay.
Intense. I admire that.
I had a
can't
couple
do
of
it.
runners come up to the booth before I came up here today, and they did tell me that they ran a couple miles for me, which I felt good about.
Look at this, the Amazing Giants. We welcome this group of stilt walkers, replica bikes of the late 1800s. Maybe that's what we saw, those replica bikes.
Maybe
1800s? I bet that's it. Get more information on them at theamazinggiants.com. They were on Instagram. They're really active there. This is part of one of their busiest weekends of the year.
Oh, I without a doubt.
Which is crazy to me because you think they're walking on those stilts for hours because they leave our festival. They come to our festival from a different one.
Right.
They leave ours and go to a different one.
I don't know that I don't know that I trust myself to be there.
maybe next year.
A misstep.
You moved from the motorcycle to the parade. Now we'll move
There
you
we
up
go.
to stilt walking.
Yeah, I'll come back as the stilt wolf. I'll make a lot of headlines as I fall off of them. I guess you don't have to worry about twisting your ankle anyway.
Jeez.
But,
And you see some jugglers in the background as well, more stilt walkers. You'd think that would be really difficult, but they do not look like they're struggling at all.
No, not at all. Looks like they're having a good time.
Yeah. Waving in their Americana vest.
I know the kids love to see that.
Oh, yeah. And some hula. See, I might be able to do that hula hoop.
I could do the spinning
know.
hula. Well, I don't know. I might not.
Can you hula hoop?
I could at one time. Probably not now. I think I have too much pride to try at this point.
Quite a crowd still here. It has not died down. We've got a lot of kids now armed with roses, balloons, all sorts of giveaways,
Candy,
water.
you name it. It's all. He might want to duck. I don't know if he'll find one of the red lights or not.
Oh, yeah. That flag
I
might
don't think
at
he's
least.
quite there, but yeah, he could probably hit the Franklin Street sign with his flag if he wanted.
The umbrellas today offer some of them a little shade, but really it's great.
really-
The overcast helps right now to prevent all the
Very
sunburns people
manageable.
get. Epic Dance Academy's next, offering many styles of dance for all levels. They enjoy community events. They entertain audiences with their love for dance. You see the Cincinnati Circus shirt right in front of them, juggling as they walk just ahead of the Epic Dance Academy. Looks like he is ready to do some balloon animals later in the day. What do you think?
I
see
bet
his
there
belt.
could be. Yes, he's ready to go. I'll bet he'll be in the kids area.
Oh yeah, that'll be great. So make sure if you want to get a balloon animal, you stop by and visit the stilt walkers.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll come off their stilts to make the balloon animal, to throw them down. And again, here's Epic Dance Academy in their bright green with their pom-poms as well, dancing their way through the parade this afternoon. More volunteers walking in the foreground of that shot. We are so appreciative of the many, 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 many volunteers who make the Americana Festival a success
It
every
just
year.
simply would not happen
It
without
wouldn't.
them.
Nope.
In so many different ways. I mean,
Yes.
it's amazing the amount of people that it takes to pull off a festival like this.
Cheering their way through the parade as well, or dancing too.
Oh,
Oh. See,
Well-
part of being the center of the parade action means we get to see all the performances. You know, they kind of
Right.
plan around a feature here.
absolutely. So we usually start doing their performing as we're right here in the middle of town.
Yeah. And I think we are,
Looks
still
like
looking at Epic Dance Academy. And you can kind of get an idea of what goes into preparing for the festival with all the barricades.
Yeah.
Right now looking at the Regional Emergency Response Unit with the Miami Valley Coroner's Office. Montgomery County Coroner Ken Harshbarger has been our coroner since 2011. heads a team of a forensic pathologist, scientists, investigators, also a proud Centerville resident himself, Dr. Harshbarger is, and a high school Elks supporter. So we are grateful for his support. I think if we could pan a little bit to the left, I want to make sure we get Centerville Rec Soccer in, I believe. This looks like, there we go. Thank you for that shot.
There we
Fall
go.
and spring seasons of Centerville Rec Soccer. And coming up next is the Centerville Hustle Basketball. Armed with their balls today.
Yes, bouncing.
them,
You can always hear them coming.
bouncing their
Dribbling
way
their
through the
way
parade.
through Americana.
Yep. Centerville Hustle Basketball Club is organized to provide opportunities for kids to really get to experience the game of basketball no matter their skill level. So it's a good introduction to basketball for kids in our community. And
I will say that if you live in Centerville as a child and if you can't find something to do, there's probably, you're not looking hard enough.
no, there's so
From
much
soccer
going
to
on.
lacrosse to football to basketball to scouting to dance to
How do
cheerleading.
people possibly choose what to get involved
The
in? There is
art.
so much.
The art, the music.
Yep. Volunteering
very
as
fortunate.
kids. There are so many opportunities. And Frickers in Centerville offers food and drink specials every day. They've been in Centerville for 12 years. Sporting events and celebrations call Frickers their fan favorite. And kids under 10, free every day.
Eat for free every day.
Can't beat that. More than 60 TVs for sports and event viewing. Frickers is your home for fun, food, sports,
Right.
and spirits. And they are walking in the parade route today. We got is that a Frickers chicken? Is that a chicken? What is that guy?
The frickin' chicken?
Is that a freaking chicken?
Yeah, it's
guy?
the frickin' chicken.
I didn't see his tail yet.
He's usually in a convertible or a truck.
he's
There
in
he
the
is.
truck. Yep.
Here he comes.
And LCNB National Bank, you're looking at them on their float right now, another sponsor of this year's parade. Very grateful for their support as well. Look like, and your bank for life, waving as they walk. Medics, urgent care, a full service urgent care, friendly staff that are dedicated to providing the best care. Patients are seen by a board-certified physician with short wait times, and they are in Centerville, right across from Costco. This is a booming area right
Yes,
now.
it is.
So
Always something new coming in.
we know if you can go to urgent care and avoid the emergency room, you save money, you save a lot of time.
Yes.
And we have a band, a New Horizon band, through providing musical education, training, and performance opportunities for people 50 and older. See a shot of the New Horizons band coming. And they are, I can just
they
start
are.
to
We'll
hear them.
kinda listen to
Glory,
them for a
glory,
few.
hallelujah. From the University of Dayton, the New Horizons band. Hopefully you'll be able to hear them as they get, a little bit closer. They're ramping up. I'll give you a second to listen to them. They have drums and cymbals in the back. Really every instrument represented there. And is that a red, white, and blue trombone? Look at that. That's great.
Oh, yeah, there you
Normandy
go.
Church is up next, where the past meets the future. 2 service styles provide worship options of all ages. Come check out the new Normandy Church. And they have their signs advertising the different services, a more traditional service at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then a more modern service at 10:30, so you can kind of choose what fits your family. They have a whole group representing them today. They honor our community lifesavers and the lifesaver, and they are passing out lifesavers.
Yes. It's a nice touch.
Yeah, nice touch.
Very nice touch.
And we're advertising the Fall Festival, October 19th from 4 to 7. This is through Normandy Church, and 4 to 7 on October 19th at Normandy Church.
And here comes a Dayton original.
Oh,
How about
Casanos.
the Pizza King?
Now I'm getting hungry.
The Pizza King himself.
Serving the Dayton area since 1953, John. They have Centerville location at the corner of 48 and Spring Valley Road. And the Pizza King himself is here.
There he is.
That cool screen, too. Large, deluxe. Whatever you want, they have it. And speaking of institutions, in the Centerville and Greater Dayton community, Esther Price. Cannot beat that.
No, and we are very fortunate to have them right here in town.
I was low-key hoping they were going to hand out some chocolate. It's okay. I'll get through.
Can you imagine the mob that would encompass them if they were passing out their candy?
People throw everything else to the ground and run at them.
Put a platoon of officers with them.
Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts 116. 116
out of
pack
Ida Weller.
Yeah, Ida Weller. Thanks for being here with us today, boys. It looks like some girls and their Cub Scouts. Got their tent
set up. Looks like they're ready to camp.
Yep.
A mobile campsite.
And this is the Centerville City Schools Transportation Group promoting bus safety for students on our school bus. See them advertising Bus Safety Week is October 21st through the 25th. And, every fall as those buses start back on the roads, we have to remind everyone of the bus safety rules to keep kids safe.
I actually had someone ask me about that today.
Really?
As we were at the booth. There's such a misconception as to what you have to do or what you don't have to do.
Right.
But look for that press release. It's coming. As soon as school starts, it'll be out there. It'll have my name on it. But it's all about the safety of the kids. And we are very fortunate to have
school bus off there in the distance as we see a little one making her way down the parade route. She's looking a little warm, but look at her. Picking up flags she finds along the way.
Having a great time, I'm sure.
And these are the memories that last a long time.
Yes.
A lifetime for some of these kids who come every year. They make it a part of their family's 4th of July celebration. And Centerville school bus decked out.
Yeah, it's all decked out. I like it.
Some of our transportation specialists waving out the windows.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that we have over 100 school buses here in Centerville. You don't realize it until you get out and see the lot and see the...
it's a lot of maintenance.
But when you think about all of those kids and all the different shifts of getting them to the different schools, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's no easy task.
No. Now you're looking at the WTRC Sharks swim team. Washington Township Rec Center, a nonprofit competitive USA swimming group. Their base is the Washington Township Rec Center, and they have swimmers as young as 5 years old. They even have a master's swim program. So these are all of our swimmers walking in mass today.
One more example of one that I left out earlier.
Yeah, another
swimming.
Group. Yeah. Another group to get involved in.
Another group for swimming. And I think they're being followed by a group we should know that's bringing us live to you guys. The Miami Valley Communications Council. Sir?
Such a valuable resource for our community in the South Dayton region, representing resources for 8 municipalities, including Centerville. So whether you watch them or you participate, such a great resource. Jay Weiskircher driving the van today as we broadcast live from downtown. And this parade then, Richard Diaz will really make it look beautiful on TV. And it'll air throughout the year
as they edit it and they put out cut out all the bad things I say when I stammer and stutter.
And they have so many resources for people in the community who want to borrow equipment, come in there, use some of their facilities. It is a huge resource.
The support that they offer the communities involved as well is incredible.
And the amount of volunteers they coordinate just to even help broadcast this parade today.
One of the things that most people don't realize is the Miami Valley Communications Council also is the source of the Tactical Crime Suppression Unit. The 7 council cities share resources, share manpower, something most people don't know about.
Yeah.
So,
Goodwill Easter Seals walked by just a moment ago, I think.
Yeah, they're bug.
We are looking at Midwestern Leasing, showing off the new Moke all-electric street legal vehicles, sponsored by Dare Automotive.
Oh, wow.
Auto Cars, care here in Centerville. Look at that, street legal.
Now that is pretty cool. I could see myself driving that to the Dairy Queen in the summer.
Look at that, jumping in and out. That's a good ride. All decked out for the 4th. And Midwestern Leasing van behind that. And behind that, it looks like, trying to read the side, another band coming up, the Kettering Civic.
The Kettering Civic Band, yes. And again, another Sandy's Towing and Recovery truck.
Yep, grateful to have
bringing
them.
All of these great community groups to us.
And this is an all-volunteer group as well, celebrating its 60th year this year. You can learn more about the band at ketteringcivicband.org. They're getting ready to start a song right now as they pass us. Bringing music to our world, they say.
Bringing up behind them is the Community Emergency Medical Services, a nonprofit response agency that deploys to Ohio, Michigan, and Illinois and employs over 2,000 people.
Yeah, 2,000 people. Quite a lot. Bringing two of their units here today.
They were located on Centerville Business Parkway until they outgrew the location.
Oh.
So at least their local following started right here in Centerville.
Give them away.
Familiar vehicles. We've seen them around here for a long time.
Yeah. Great to have them with us today as well. You're looking at the crowd as the next entry makes its way up, but look at all the kids. Look at that little girl in the red dress with her sucker and her hair bows. There we have more kids, balloons, candy, ice cream right there. People
What if we can get him to
waving
bring
the
us some?
Yeah.
If we start talking, maybe somebody will hear and call graders and send us some.
Let's just gosh, you know what would be
we'll
really
keep wishing.
good right now? Ice cream.
Yes, it would.
We'll just keep thinking about it, I guess.
It would be one way to shut us up, too. If you're tired of listening to us, just have graders Uber Eats some ice cream over
right
there for
across
us.
the street. Girl Scouts are next of Western Ohio. They're the best-known leadership development organization for girls. Girl Scouts of Western Ohio Centerville Service Unit. They believe in the power of every girl to change the world and to change our kitchens and our stomachs through their delicious cookies every year.
Every year I do really well until my cookie dealer shows up, and then
you're defenseless against the cookie dealer.
Especially since it's my daughter. So
they have
can't say
scooters out this year to help them get around as they carry the colors as well for us. They do a lot of community service projects in Centerville and the surrounding areas as well.
It's a scooter gang.
And
I believe we've got CUSA following them up.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. It's a premier soccer club in the Dayton area, licensed as a Players First Club. CUSA believes the great coaching equals great players. And they are responsible for a very large tournament in this area every year.
Yes, huge every year. What a great group as well. There you're getting another shot of a Girl Scout on her scooter with her sunglasses.
Scooter gang is still coming.
Riding in style. And there's CUSA again. The parents armed with water bottles and sunscreen, I bet, as they make their way through the parade. I like those uniforms.
Yeah, they are.
They look good.
I'm a sucker for anything that's blue. I don't know why.
Again, they're licensed as a Players First Club. Oh, great coaching equals great players. The premier soccer club in the Dayton area. Another Girl Scout right now, waving as she passes by our booth.
And a mom carrying a scooter.
Yes, yes. Well, you know, if you bring it to a festival if you're a mom, you're going to be carrying it at some point.
Because
so great to have
Dad
so
will be
many.
carrying the kid, and Mom will be carrying all the paraphernalia.
So great to have so many kids at Americana this year.
It's one of the things that's so great about the parade. All the involvement. And like you said, you talk to people that remember walking in the parade, and now they're here with their own kids.
Yeah. Is this year 46, 47 of Americana? It's been many, many years, decades.
Yes. Started as a sidewalk sale.
And you know, we're still watching for flyovers.
I have not seen them. I don't know if the weather or they might not have been able to. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Check in on that. This still soccer group?
Yeah, Care Flight was supposed to be one of those, so hopefully they weren't needed for an emergency, but it's very likely that it could have happened that way.
And look at that car, a Tesla.
The gull-wing doors of the Tesla.
Beauty, isn't it?
And is that CUSA? That must be part of CUSA? They're passing something out.
I think so.
They're
giving out water bottles.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, what a neat ride.
Following them up is the Humane Society.
Hey, Humane Society of Greater Dayton's the largest no-kill animal welfare agency in Dayton. Been in business since 1902. They do a lot of great work.
Yes, they do.
Really helping the animals and people who live in our community.
their investigative unit there. Do a
Oh, look, they have one of their pooches on the back.
yeah, what a great entry.
Patriotic pup. Yeah, they really do a lot of great work in our community. Every time there's a lull in the parade, I love how people take the opportunity to run across the crosswalk. They're waiting until
they're
there's a
trying to
lull.
beat the lines
Yeah.
to the food, which I don't blame them. The lines can get quite lengthy.
Yeah, I don't blame them either.
I know everyone usually has that one thing they have to get when they come.
What's your one thing?
I don't have one. It's probably kettle corn.
Yeah, that's good. See, mine's lemonade.
Nothing beats a good fresh kettle corn.
Yeah, that's good. The shakeable lemonade. That's what I love.
Oh, there you go. I hear a lot of people talk about pork chop sandwiches and bourbon chicken and all the different
now
things.
stop. Dwyer School of Irish Dance, studio locations in Centerville and Columbus. They offer competitive dance classes for ages 4 and up. So great to have them with us. They see some of the dancers behind them doing the Irish dance as they walk the parade route. You know, I'm still hungry, and I blame you.
Yes. And now the wind has shifted, so we're getting we're getting the smells from Main Street where all the food vendors are.
Much better than the smells from the Clydesdales we had a little while ago. 4 years old, you can enroll in the Dwyer School of Irish Dance. In 2019, they brought home a 6th place medal from the World Championship with their under 15 team. And there's the crowds we're talking about running to get their food. And this is TRSS Drum Corps.
They're always a very, you can hear them coming.
Oh, yeah.
And they're a lot of fun to listen to.
Welcome,
and we will
Trey
try to talk
Blackshear.
when they're up here, but you won't hear us.
People ask them, why do they do this? And their answer is, because they love it.
Yes.
They do it because they love it. Great to have TRSS Drum Corps with us today. Playing with the traditional style of holding the drumsticks. Cymbals as well, the bass drum and the snare. That's a good group to have right now, kind of liven up the crowd a little bit as there has been a lull and groups passing through. You know, I want to remind you that we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram and Twitter, so follow our stories there as well. Throughout the day, we'll be documenting the stories and people we hear. Well, you weren't kidding, they're a loud group.
I told you. I speak from experience. I don't want to have to yell at them.
Yeah, we'll let you listen to the TRSS Drum Corps for a few minutes. Drum Corps, Epiphany Lutheran Church, presenting a show to help celebrate their 60th anniversary. They have offerings for many different shows to keep you on the edge of your seats throughout the festival. They say come see the show on weekends only, July 18th through the 21st. So one weekend to see their show in their Technicolor tie-dyed t-shirts today. Epiphany Lutheran, waving to the crowd.
Passing out their like dum-dums.
All right. Now we're also looking at trying to Jack 92.9 Jack FM playing What They Want. Beyond that, Kettering Health Network talking about their Southview Medical Center and the pickup behind them as well. We're so appreciative for their involvement as a sponsor in Americana and the support they give our community all the time. Uncle Sam's there too. Who knew?
With Southview Medical Center.
Yeah. So Randall residents, right there, Remarkable Senior Living opening soon. They are not open yet, but they will be soon. And they are helping us out by sponsoring the city's Shakespeare in the Park on July 12th. We are so
not even open, and they're already involved in the community.
I know, it's wonderful. But they are presenting Shakespeare in the Park through the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company. We're going to have a Midsummer Night's Dream, totally free at Stubbs Park, Friday, July 12th. So thank you so much to Randall residents for making Shakespeare in the Park a possibility. You know, they used to do that years ago. And then we kind of got away from it. I'm not sure why, but we are determined to bring back live theater to Stubbs Park free of cost. So
I know the Arts
ages.
Commission is really excited about that
Yeah,
one. So.
any ages. We just want them to come and enjoy live theater, be exposed to the arts, and to get a chance to interact with community supporters like Randall residents before they even open.
And another opportunity to get into the arts, the theater,
Yes.
all those different things.
Yes. The Royal Divas and Kings of Thunder Drumline. Hard to find a better name than that.
The Kings
Royal
of Thunder.
Divas and Kings of Thunder. Untapped Potential Youth Organization proudly presents the Royal Family, again known as the Royal Divas Drill Team and the Kings of Thunder Drumline. Hear them coming from a ways away as well. The Royal Divas are marching their way through the parade, accompanied by the Kings of Thunder. That's such a great name, Kings of Thunder.
Here they come. You can hear them coming.
Yeah. Sponsored by Untapped Potential, LLC. Another group you can get involved in, this one out of Inglewood. Doing a routine with their tiaras on today.
I have a feeling we're going to be yelling to talk to each other here.
Marching in unison as well. Bring their families with them as they march their way. Those are some high kicks.
Yes, they
That's
are.
not easy to maintain for a whole parade route.
That would be exhausting,
Yeah.
if you ask me. I would think that the drumming would be exhausting.
I would think so
At the
too.
rate and the pace that they are playing.
Doing a very nice job. So glad to have them with us today. Another very special entry in the parade, the Coast Guard. Uniformed civilian component of the Coast Guard serves as a force multiplier in nearly every active duty mission area. These are America's volunteer lifesavers since 1939. The Coast Guard Auxiliary Patrol, waving from behind the wheel. Is that what you say? Behind the wheel of the boat? I don't know, behind the helm.
Boating safety,
Yeah.
safety among the water. Who would have thought that we would have the Coast Guard in Centerville, Ohio?
And we're grateful for them. A lot of people want to go out on the water this time of year, you know, especially on the 4th of July. So we are grateful for the men and women who help to keep us safe, including the Coast Guard Auxiliary. Now you're looking at the Greater Dayton Corvette Club. My dad owned a
Always one of my
1966 Corvette for years and years, and he loved it.
I've always been fascinated with the Corvettes. I love them.
Greater Dayton Corvette Club has 124 members, and they donate to many charities, including several military groups in the Dayton area. Look at those beauties. They brought a whole lot with them. About every color in the rainbow you could want to see. The Corvette Club is old and new, I think.
Yes. You'll see a whole array of years and models.
Yellow,
Beautiful
gray,
cars.
silver, red, maroon, blue.
Nothing says America like a Corvette.
Yeah.
Stingray.
And almost all of them have vanity plates. Those are so fun
Yes.
too with the convertibles. Great that they all ride in the parade. As I was saying earlier, I want to remind you that City of Centerville and the police department, we're on Facebook and Twitter. Give us a follow. We'll be documenting the people we meet throughout the day on our Facebook story and our timeline as well. The city's also on Instagram. We're building a following there. So please interact with us. Give us a tag. We'll share your posts and document your experience throughout the day, because this is a really fun way to have kind of two-way communication between the city and the people who live here. We want to know what you see. So share it with us, please.
It's a great way.
Look, that shot shows you all the heat coming off of the cars.
Yes.
Woo! So glad to have all these men and women with us today showing off their beautiful cars.
I think if I had one, I would probably like to show it off too.
I wouldn't blame you. Again, 124 members.
I'm hearing somebody doing something they
Corvette
shouldn't
Club.
be doing, so if you let me get away.
Yeah, John's pulling double duty again. You're never not a police officer. You're never off duty, really. So he is going to take off the mic for a minute and run off to help the people who need him. But we continue to look at these gorgeous cars in the parade. see right now toward the left a shot of a more antique car, and others following that as we see our police on bikes throughout the parade route as well. You know, we have them on motorcycles, bicycles, we have them on foot, we have them in pickups, we have them in their cruisers. They are watching from all angles, helping to keep everybody safe, and we are so grateful for the difficult work they do. And it is exhausting, like John said, he's working 16 hours today. So we want them to know, if you see a police officer, tell them thank you. Tell any veteran you see thank you as well. Looking at these beautiful cars right now. Look at that one. I wonder what year that is.
Oh,
that
I wish I could tell you. I wish I was up on them that much. I can tell you as much as probably 60s. Look at the plate.
Yeah.
67.
Wow. Beautiful
67.
car.
I cheated. It's on the license plate.
It's not cheating. Hey, that's what they want. Stingray there, an orange car bringing up the back of the pack. After
the blue one was doing burnouts back there.
Still have a couple to go. You're going to see the Greater Dayton RTA coming up as well. If we can get a shot of that bus. Greater Dayton RTA serves the entire Miami Valley, including Centerville, 25 routes, more than 300 bus stops to get you where you need to do. It says, see the side painted, has that wrap on it. It's beautiful. What drives you? We want to know.
I think that's the first time I've seen that bus. I like it.
That's a nice looking bus.
It's James
tractor.
O'Connor and his Ford tractor. We're here.
Oh, there we
It's a
are.
1956 Ford Tractor 600 series, model 640. Completely restored to original condition by James and Martin O'Connor.
And what a perfect example, you know, the Corvettes to the tractor of how this festival marries the old with the new, and you get to look at all of it as it passes through. Drive Electric Dayton is up next, a group of 5 plug-in electric vehicles owned by members of Drive Dayton Electric. They have a Tesla Model 3, Kia Soul, Honda Clarity, Ford C-Max Energy, and a Chevrolet Bolt. Great to have them with us. Their passion is helping to accelerate the adoption of zero-emission vehicles by educating people about their EVs, overall benefit to the climate, the dollar savings in fuel and maintenance, and the fun you can have while driving them.
And I just came back from California, and electric cars are everywhere.
Everywhere. Mike's Car Wash. Look at them. Grateful to have Mike's Car Wash as a sponsor of the parade as well. If you need a car wash, visit Mike's today.
And they have become a big part of the community with 2 locations.
Yeah. Grateful for their support as well. Look at those Jeeps coming up now. Performance Chrysler Dodge Jeep. They are a sponsor with a couple of new vehicles to show off. They have their new facility just off of Loop Road.
Yes.
The Jeep dealership right there.
Yes, they do. I'm not certain of it, but I believe that's the only freestanding Jeep dealership, at least in Ohio.
You might be
Most
right.
of them are partnered with a Dodge or Chrysler dealership, but I think that's the only one that's freestanding Jeep.
They're showing off some of their new vehicles today. We're lucky to have so many dealerships in the Centerville area who are so supportive of the community and sponsor the Americana Festival and Parade.
Oh, Loop Road and all of the dealerships, and when you talk about Ross, and Voss, and Performance, Infinity, all of those, Acura, Superior Acura, they're just such a big part of the community.
We are looking at the Centerville Rotary Club right now. Grateful for their help in the community as well. They bring with them, you talk about old fire trucks.
Yes.
This is a 1927 Chev Hose Tender. That is the extent of what I know about that fire truck, but wow. Talking about Pancake Day as well.
Yep, it's Lee Hieronymus driving that. They always promote their Pancake Day, Rotary.
4th Saturday in October at the high school. They fit a lot of people on that little truck.
They do. Lee drives it every year for the Rotary. He was with the Washington Township Fire Department for a number of years. He's been a fixture of Centerville, Washington Township for
Spraying
as long
water
as I can
as
remember.
well, and the crowd is loving it.
Yes.
You hear the squeals from little kids on both sides. Great to have them. The Muddy Buddies Jeep Wrangler Club, by the way, was a family-friendly club offering a lot of activities for Wrangler owners. Oh, they're getting the siren going on the fire truck.
Hey, Lee.
Oh, so many many groups. Montgomery County Environmental Services there, bringing Kirby the Cardinal with them. They want to remind everybody to reduce, reuse, and recycle. They have a 16-foot replica of a recycling bin, and it was made of 85% recyclable materials. They're sharing the Centerville City booth this year.
Yes.
So spin their wheel, see if you can tell if a particular item that your dial lands on can be recycled, and if you're right, you win a t-shirt.
Yes.
So that's right outside the entrance to Benham's Grove. Whoa, watch out, may the force be with you, John.
Oh, there's the garrison here. The Ohio Garrison of the 501st Legion. If you're a Star Wars fan, this is for you, folks.
An all-volunteer group promoting interest in Star Wars by building and wearing quality costumes. They have raised $20,000. They raised $20,000 for charity last year alone. And I gotta tell you, very cool to see them in the parade, but I saw them as they were walking to get in the parade, and I was like, wait, what?
Right.
Oh, okay. I just thought there were stormtroopers taking over Franklin Street.
They come out every year. I've actually seen them at my kids' school for different events. There's one, Chewbacca. I don't know how tall he really is, but in the costume, he looks like he's about 8 feet tall. But the kids love it.
No, they really do. If you could hear the cheers of the crowd. They see the movie, then they see the characters like this, and it's just, they love it. Mm-hmm. Department of Transportation's with us as well this year. We appreciate their participation in this year's parade and their participation in keeping all of us safe.
Absolutely.
With all the work they do on our roads and highways.
They have that great message, stay alive, don't text and drive, put the phone down. If you're going to drive, just drive. That's all we ask.
Yep.
And another message that they have is slow down or move over for safety vehicles and roadside workers. That's actually going to be the focus of our Mystery Night Out this year. That'll be our theme. So.
And when is that? August 6th?
August 6th. There'll be a lot more information coming.
We're talking about now the more protecting and serving, honoring those part of our Centerville Public Works Department. They do so much throughout the year, and to make this possible every year, they set up our tent, they set up our booth, they make sure all the streets are exactly the way they need to do. This is a project that they work on for many, many weeks.
And I will tell you that this is also the end of the parade every year. So when you see the dump truck and the sweeper come through, that means the parade has passed.
A very fitting ending.
We want to thank you all for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it.
Beautiful to be here.
You got your first one under the belt.
I know. It was so much fun. Thank you for teaching me the way it's done. Now you can teach me the best food
you
you get, okay?
outshined me by far. But thank you so much for joining us, and have a great 4th. Come out and see us.
Happy 4th of July.